Welcome back, everybody. We have built a rescue vehicle. We have Bartming Kerman piloting with a 2-man canister here. Control thing. The M2 lander can. We have 2 nukes, which has allowed us to do some burns in half the time. We brought a ton of extra fuel. And we have some liftoff engines. Instead of using solid boosters, I decided to go with some liquids just because at least it gives us some control. They're not vectoring though, they're just the LV-30s. That may be a problem, I'm not sure. We have some stiff lander legs, just like last time, but we're a much more compact vehicle. And I get the feeling that being a compact vehicle is going to be useful when landing. There are... how many parachutes? Turn on the lights for a second. There are... let's see, the lights didn't actually help see the parachutes. There are 1, 2, 3, 4... there are 5 parachutes on each of these engines, so that's 20 parachutes. There are 8 parachutes around the lander can, and there's a drogue chute. So there are 28 regular parachutes and a drogue. If that doesn't land this thing safely, I don't know what will. But yeah, we have way too much fuel, which is a good sign. It means that this half tank, we have this full tank of fuel here, and then this half-size tank. This half tank should be enough to get us home. Anyway, we're about to perform our maneuver. Let's go ahead and do that. Go back out here. Keep an eye on our... we'll delete the maneuver. Keep an eye on our periapsis here. Let's go very gently. Now we do have another mission to get some data from around Ike and also from around Duna. Just crash landing on Duna, we had our little signal thing up there in our antenna. We sent some of that data back at like 40% rate or whatever, but we got some, that completed our mission to collect data from Duna. So we finished our mission to collect data, and for some reason when I launched this recovery vehicle, which is known as the Duna Landing Mark II, when we launched this one, for some reason our credits went to 0 and our prestige went to 0. So I don't know what happened. But we also lost all of our science. Maybe if we go to the Space Center it'll be fine. Let me check really quickly. If we go to the Space Center, does that fix all of those numbers? Believe it or not, there's still bugs in this game. Heaven forbid, the game has bugs. Does that fix my... okay, there we go. So just going back to the Space Center fixes it. We have 6 million credits. We have tons of prestige and 500 science. Okay. Not a problem. Freaks me out when I see that stuff's just wrong. But it did have the data. Still thrusting. Keep an eye on our... periapsis here. I'll come back when we are getting ready to land. Hopefully we'll get some of our flyby data on Ike on the way in. We can probably do that. In fact, that's probably a smart thing. Yeah, when we start aerobraking, I'll see if we can get a periapsis on Ike, and that'll allow us to collect some data around Ike and finish that mission. Anyway, we'll be back when we're ready to land and see if we can't rescue Mr. Dylily. That'd be great. All right, welcome back. We're coming in for... hopefully a nice landing here. Getting our trajectory set somewhat near the crash. And that should be good. We should slow down considerably as we come into the atmosphere here. We're sitting at 50K. Not in the atmosphere yet. We still have this giant fuel tank. I'm not sure if we should really burn it out or just dump it. I did get some samples around Ike and also around Duna, so we have those ready to go. Transmit or recover data from Duna, transmit or recover data from around Ike. We've already done the surface stuff for Duna. Well, we sent that back with our transmitter, but after the crash. But this stuff, can you please turn off? No, you can't turn off? Fine, turn the fuel on. Oh, there's our target. Hello, target. We're looking pretty close to what we want here. Now, Duna is rotating, so this is going to continue towards the dark side, but that should be enough sunlight. The sun will be pretty much at the horizon when we land, I think. Something like that. Now, do we dump this fuel tank now or later? Also have to make the decision. Do we want to land using the nukes, or do you want to land using the these things? The LVT-30s. I think we'll land with the nukes. It should be enough. The problem we had last time was we had more weight and less thrust. We only had one nuke. This time we have less weight and more thrust. We have 2 nukes. I think that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and detach. Do I really want to detach that thing? I want to make sure we're not doing any more directional changes before we come in. Might need to move just a bit. The angle, I mean. I don't want to overcommit because we can always... we may not land right next to the crash site, but in a perfect world, what we would do is land close enough that poor Daedalus can jetpack over to where we are. At least that's the plan. We should be somewhat close, I think. Alright, I think that's all the adjustments we're going to do, so let's go ahead and jettison this giant tank. Goodbye. Our solar panels are in, so they're not going to get ripped off. The lights are turned off, so we're not wasting our electricity, except for SAS, but we'll keep the SAS for now. Or maybe we'll turn it off. No, we'll put it back on. We're drifting a bit too much for my liking. Yeah, still on the nukes, which I think is fine. Next stage is going to be turning on all of our parachutes. Oh, well, we're within 20K. That's pretty ideal. Looks like we're still going to land just beyond it. So we could reverse thrust a bit, but I think I'm okay with landing just beyond it. Okay, around 8,500 we'll hit the chutes. There we go. The drogue should catch first. Yeah, we're going to land beyond it. That's okay. We'll be somewhat close. Come on, drogue, catch. Okay, the drogue has caught. Now we need for the big oomph as the rest of them catch. Throttle up. There we go. And let the SAS go. We're 3 kilometers away from the target. Close enough. And we'll wait until we're close to the ground before we use our... There's a shadow. Before we throttle up. Yeah, we're going 11 meters a second. Let's get our landing legs down. Might as well turn the lights on. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Lots of smoke. Beautiful. Good job, Bartming. You have done it. Got the engines, SAS on, and we're good to go. And we have lots of fuel left over. Now the first thing, before we do anything crazy, like going to pick up our buddy, first thing we need to get our solar panels out. So we can keep our electricity going, keep these lights turned on. There we go. Electricity is stable. And let's do our experiments. Just in case Daedalus... Oh, that's right. We need to repack our chutes, don't we? Can't do that while we're inside. So EVA first. There you go. Repack chutes. Oh man, this is going to take some time. Now we're not going to repack any of the other chutes because we're not going to keep any of the other parts. We have a separate here, a big separator, goes all the way around underneath the command module. We're just going to dump everything down here. None of that's going to make it back to Kerbin in one piece. Although, I guess we could repack them. We could bring the nukes back with us. That would save us a little bit of cash. I guess it's worth doing. We'll set those parachutes to stage at the same time as the detaching from... Oh, there we go. As the detachment from here. Oh, well, yeah, that should be able to do it. This tank will be mostly empty after the trip home. So that should be fine. They should be able to do that. We just won't repack the small ones because those are not coming with us. Repack. Repack. You're doing God's work here, friend. Do, do, do. Okay, so there's 10 chutes there. We have 8 chutes here and the drogue. We don't really need the drogue for Kerbin, but whatever, we have it. So first things first, we don't need the transmitter right now. Let's go ahead and do our science. Oh, we have to get inside, right? Get inside, do your science. We're going to do one here. There you go, 200 science, we'll keep that. Opening the sample container, you find that everything has turned red. Initial tests show that it'll never wash out of the white spacesuits. You consider sending missions in pink EVA suits to reduce cleaning costs. Sure. Let's get a goo from the surface. You observe the goo. Wow, so exciting. And let's get our barometric pressure. Atmosphere is pretty thin, even at the surface. You don't think parachutes or wings would work very well here. Oh, but parachutes did work, my friend. Slowed us right down. Seismic data. Sensor gives insight to the seismic activity of Duna. Oh, they're not going to tell us more than that. What about the thermometer? Collects and record temperature data. Wow. Nothing amazing, huh? Gravity data. Sensor performs detailed calibrated sweep of local gravity. Okay. I thought there'd be some flavor text, but apparently not. That's alright. Okay, so that's all the science we're going to do from the surface. We have one more goo canister and another science junior that we're going to use on the way back out in low, what do you call it? I guess we could hover right here to do it. Nah. We're just going to do it in low atmosphere because we have some readings from high atmosphere already from a previous trip here. Yeah, lander legs worked out just fine. Our ladder is deployed. We're going to leave Bartming inside. Man, don't freak out. Actually, why don't you go ahead and get your own EVA report? This counts as flying, right? Yeah, flying at Duna. No. Let's go ahead and get off the ladder. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. It's so ho-hum, isn't it? Since we already came here and crashed, it's like, well, Bartming, you're nothing special. You're here on a rescue mission, but you're not the first Kerbal here. Ah, he's still excited. He is so fucking happy. He's like, oh my god, they accepted me into the program and now I'm on Duna. That's right. Plant the flag. Nice. Get a surface sample. Surface consists of a grainy, very fine sand-like dust and it appears to be getting everywhere. And, oh, we need a name. Right. This is the Duna Rescue Mission. We came for... I forget how to spell his name. Dylily. I think it's Dylily. We came for Dylily. Leave no Kerbal behind. Damn straight. EVA report. There you go. Nothing. We already have EVA report for Duna. So not much we can do other than just get back in. Or we can stand outside. Now we'll get back in. Don't want him to run out of oxygen or who knows what else he might run out of down here. Oh, you can't just grab that? Interesting. Oh, yes we can. There you go. I mean, I brought 2 giant ladders just to make sure we wouldn't have to worry about how long the ladder legs were, or the lander legs, and it seems to work fine. Yeah, this is a 2-man canister here, so we're going to go... you can stay right there, Bartming. You've done God's work. Good job so far. Let's... can we switch to that? Can't just right-click on it? No. We actually have to switch missions. So let's go to the Space Center, switch missions, and fly on over. With our jetpack of justice. Jetpack of justice! Uh-oh. Space Center? There we go. Anything else for Duna, since we're here? Plant a flag on Duna. I just did that. asshole. I just did that. Alright. I mean, you get 25 years to do it, but we just did it, Mr. Gene. Oh, what a jerk. Whatever. The same thing happened with Ike, and the same thing happened with the Mun. As soon as we got back from planting flags on Ike and the Mun, both of them, we got missions to plant flags on them. And it's like, we just did that. All right, Duna crash site. Bingo. Oh, no. Duna landing 1. That's what we want. The crash site is just the physical structure. Duna landing 1 is the... no, the crash site is the flag. Duna landing 1 is the actual physical object that has the Kerbal in it. And make sure we get the right thing selected. There we go. All right, Dylily, you ready? Are you freaking out yet? He's been on this mission for 4 years. He's been stuck here for 3 of them. It takes like a year and a half to get here, so he's been stuck here for 3 years. Oh, man, I'm so sorry, Dylily. All right, get the fuck out. And just let go, dude. It's fine. Alright, if we go to the map, we can set target. And we should be able to see it now. That's what she said. There it is. Alright, we got a long walk ahead of us. Let's say goodbye to our flag. Say goodbye to our ship, which was not as trustworthy as we had hoped. It's too bad we can't salvage any of these parts or anything. I mean, can't take any of these donuts with us. Can't take the separatron or the separator. Can't take any of this stuff. Anyway, I'm going to waddle up to the hill, and I'll see you guys from the top of the hill. We're going to do some jetpacking all the way, 3 kilometers. All right. We have waddled our way up to the top of this hill, and you can see it's already been 1/10 of the way. It took 1/3 of a kilometers to get up the hill. But it's pretty easy once you have 4 times speed acceleration, right? You can waddle pretty quick with that. Anyway, let's go ahead, turn off the acceleration here, get our jetpack ready to go, and let's go. Up. Yeah, that's the stuff. Atmosphere won't slow us down that much, so we should be able just to kind of hover all the way there. We have 4.5 units of propellant left, which should be plenty. I hope. Yeah, it's fine. Although it's hard to see the numbers when we're aiming straight at it. So we'll aim a little bit to the right, a little off-center. Get over the crest of this hill, and then it looks like a nice, somewhat flat area. Well, no, it's still kind of rolling hills. Although, not as nasty as rolling hills could be. Oh, there's a big rock or something there. Cool. That must be part of the scatter, huh? Alright, let's slow down. Not slowing down, are we? We'll just go like this. Good thing we brought a ton of fuel, jeez. So yeah, the air doesn't really stop you very quickly. You got to use all your propellant for that. Uh-oh, let's not crash here. Okay, we've come down pretty slowly, I think. Yeah, we're moving pretty slowly now. Oh, don't touch your toes there. Careful, dude. Careful, Dylily. Oh, he's gonna touch. Oh, Dylily. Did I mention I'm terrible at this? I'm terrible at this. Up, 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 go. 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 It's like he doesn't trust me to control him. Come on, Dylily. I'm your friend. He's like, well, then why do I keep running into the ground? Ah, he's having a good time. All right, let's just turn that shit off. I'm fucking terrible at that stuff. Run! Speed accelerate. Yeah. Look at him waddle. He's a champion waddler. Like a beacon. Look at that. Beautiful. I hope he's going to give a big hug of thanks. Maybe even a diplomatic hand job to Bartming. Really necessary. Grab that. Up, 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 and in. Excellent. So now that we have 2 Kerbins in here, we are pretty much ready to rock. Let's get a crew report. Oh, nothing we can do from Duna's surface. Let's get a crew report once we are in low atmosphere, just like we're going to do these other tests. Okay, now Dylily has some EVA reports, but I think we sent them back. Yeah, we did. We used our transmitter to send them back, so that's not a problem. The parachutes, right? We need to do all this staging. All right, let me organize all the staging and stuff, and then we'll head on out of here. God, this is going to take some time. All right, give me a minute. Okay, I think we are ready to go. That only took a couple minutes. Anyway, we've got them organized. First thing I did is I turned off the... Oh my goodness, my brain. It is not working today. I turned off the atomic engines, and I've put them up in stage 3 so we can turn them on again once we have achieved high altitude. They're not very efficient in atmosphere. They're one of the worst engines for atmospheric flight. They're not terrible, but they're pretty bad compared to their in vacuum flight. So we turn them off, and that's going to allow us to activate them with spacebar through staging. And we have our LV-30s ready to go as the first stage. Then they will detach. And these are just going to get us up into high altitude, maybe even to orbit. I doubt it. They probably won't get us to orbit, but maybe. I've retracted the solar panels. I turned off the lights. Still have lots of electricity, though. We brought 8 batteries with us, which is pretty decent. I got to remember on the way up to use all of our science and also get a crew report. They look really happy. They're probably playing poker or solitaire, 2-person solitaire. And that we've got our parachutes on the fuel tank and landing legs and stuff. Those are going to deploy when... Yeah. No, they're all set. They're going to deploy when this thing separates. We'll just ignore them. They should fall safely to the ground, and I think they do count for recovery. I think. But yeah, we'll detach this stuff once we get into Kerbin's atmosphere. That way, hopefully some of it will survive. If I had even thought that we were going to take any of this back with me, I wouldn't have attached these things to the separating collar here, because they are physically attached with a 1x1 panel to the separating collar, which means we're not going to be able to save the collar or the batteries or the fuel tank or the legs. The only thing that's going to get saved is the fucking engine and some lights and the parachutes themselves. But hey, it's better than nothing. All right, so low thrust, maybe 20% like that. SAS on, and let's give it a go with our LV-30s. Okay, maybe a little more than that. There we go. Landing gear up. Let's do our science. Okay, some more science. Okay, 50 science. Flying at Duna, that works for me. Crew report. Flying at Duna. Great, and that's all we're going to do. We could transmit some of that, but I'd rather keep as much of it as we can and take it all home. All right, let's get on some type of trajectory here. We are burning through our fuel pretty quickly, but the nice thing... Oh, we don't need the ladders out, do we? I forgot to close the ladders. Darn it. And now I can't select them. Whatever. Leave the ladders out. The nice thing is we're going to detach these. It'll lower our weight, and then we'll have the atomic engines going at the same time. Actually, why don't we put that on the same phase? There you go. So when they detach the atomic engines, we'll engage. Ready? Go. There we go. Hello? Oh, God. Why didn't they turn on with the staging? Oh my goodness. I feel stupid now. Well, we're still moving. It's not the end of the world, although that was pretty bad. I thought they would have reactivated through staging, but they did not. Well, aren't I the dumb? Okay, so we need to get up to around 40k. A little beyond 40k would be good before we can actually circularize, or not circularize, before we can actually have orbit. Don't freak out, Dailily. He's like, you sent an idiot to pick me up. You sent the moron. And to be fair, he is freaking out over there. But come on, Dailily. You're not the brightest bulb anyway. Don't talk shit about others if you're dumb too. And this is the last of our fuel, so I'll keep an eye on it. So now we have 2 flags down there, and the crash site still exists. Rotate a little bit. How are we looking? 21. Need more than that. I'm actually a little worried about fuel here. Didn't realize we'd be burning so much just escaping Duna. But then again, part of that was because I didn't have them activated, apparently. They were in the staging, and they were turned off. Maybe I should not have shut them off. We'll see. Okay, stop. Okay, that'll do. So let's get oriented. And it's a 1-minute burn, so we'll have to do it at 30 seconds. He is really gritting his teeth. He is not happy about the fuel situation. Dude, I'm not either. Oh, you guys sit back to back? No, you're sitting at a 90-degree angle. Interesting. So you have one guy looking outside and another guy just chilling here with a ladder that goes through the roof, but there's no way to get out of the roof. That's odd. Oh, maybe if you put it like in a space station situation, maybe that'll let you get through? I don't know. I don't think there's a way to get through the roof. V? Backspace? Why can I not get back to my ship view? Okay, we're inside. How do we get back to the ship view? V is not working. C, there we go. Normally V gets me back out, but apparently C will do it too. Okay, well, it's fine. Yeah, maybe the top of it opens up if you have like another lander or something else. Hitchhiker maybe. Anyway, speed up a bit. Throttle up. Wow, 400 delta V just to get to orbit. Ooh, that's not good. We're going to need 1,000 delta V just to get back to Kerbin. Somewhere around 1,000. And then we'll need a little bit more to adjust. Oh, might have enough fuel. We'll see. That'll do. All right, delete that node. And let's get home. Now, I think ideally Kerbin should be behind us, but let's see if we can just do a burn here and get over there anyway. We've been out here too long. Oh, actually, it's only 700 delta V to get back. Neat. And let's drag it one way or another. See if we can't get an encounter. Let's make it the target so we can get an eye on where it's going to be at that time. Although, I'm not seeing anything so far. Anyway, let me go ahead and find our trajectory, and then we'll come back for the burn. Okay, good news, everybody. Welcome back. Two things. One, we're not going to have to do that much delta V. It's about 700. The problem is we're actually orbiting the wrong way on Duna. We're supposed to be orbiting counterclockwise, but instead we are orbiting clockwise. And this makes things a little more complicated because we're not going to get as smooth a transition over to Kerbin. However, 700 delta V, I can deal with that. So we're going to start burning, I guess, right about now. Hopefully that's correct. It says we're going to get the Kerbin periapsis of about 3 million. That's not bad. I would like closer, but I think what we'll do is we'll start our movement over to Kerbin, and then we'll do a tiny bit of adjustment when we are just beginning our movement over there. And we'll probably have to adjust again as we're entering the Kerbin system, but for now this looks good. 700 delta V is pretty fine. We have fuel for that. How's the crew doing? How's the morale? Morale is good. They're eating their rations, pooping in a bag. And yes, you do have to poop in a bag. How else are you going to get rid of it, right? Alright, come on, SAS. Hang in there. We have our Ike data. We have our Duna data. I don't know how much science we're going to get on the way back, or once we get home. I can't imagine it'd be terribly too much. The last mission we did was to Ike. We got 1,854 science when we arrived back from Ike. Duna, we won't get as much, I don't think, but we'll see. Right, we definitely won't because we... let me slow down the speed here. We definitely won't because we had some of the data sent before we landed the second ship, right? All right, that looks pretty good. Okay, cut the engines. No. Where's the node? Delete it. We had some of the data sent. Oh wow, 19 million. All right, well that's something we can just. Let's go ahead and get into the sun's influence here. Fast forward until that encounter. Fast forward. Goodbye, Duna. Bye-bye, Duna. Bye-bye, Ike. Y'all take care now. Don't forget us. We'll be back. Maybe not Dilely and Bartming. Bartming? Maybe not Dilely and Bartming, but some Kerbins will return. That's for sure. Faux shizzle. Okay. Now it still shows an encounter, which is great. 15 million. We can do better than that. So click on it. Add a maneuver? No, not in 1 year. I do not want to maneuver in 1 year. I want to maneuver in less than a year. Oh, we're going this way. God, I'm stupid. Ah, oh, God, Shen. Oh, I really am of the dumb. So click it again. It'll turn off the previous tag and turn on the new tag. Good, good. So now we have our maneuvers tag, and we'll adjust this. Should be pretty easy. No. Get me a single digit. There we go. 7 million. Get me into like, give me like 100K. 100K would be good. Yeah, I was worried about fuel, but actually it turned out to be just fine. Oh. Now it's going back out again. Okay, so 2100 looks to be the closest there. Let's do a little pink. Yeah, we can roll the pink just a bit. Scroll wheel is a little finer than actually tugging on it. And scroll wheel has less chance of really screwing up. Okay, pink looks pretty decent. And, oh, whoa, that's a little too close. 100 is fine. No, not 600. Oops. Okay, that'll do. 100. And it's only a 3.4 meters per second delta V. Very gentle burn. We can probably do this whenever. We don't have to do it in 2 minutes. Because we're so far away, it's pretty much the same thing. Oh man, 5%. Whoa. Close enough. So what did that do for us? We have 399. All right, that's pretty good. Delete that. And I'm just going to do one just very brief burn and then hit X right away to cancel. 335. I'm just going to do this until we get something like 100. 80. Okay, close enough. And now we fast forward. And we have tons of fuel left. I was so worried about the fuel. But I guess my worries were unfounded. Oh, right. Forgot to mention it. When we cut out for the last break, just a couple minutes ago, the planets were in different location. And what I did is I went back to the Space Center and I fast forwarded until Kerbin was behind us. So if we look at, if this was a straight line and Duna was on this straight line from the sun, then I waited until Kerbin was down right about there. And that's the right time you want to burn for Kerbin. You'll use a lot less delta V to get there. So we waited because it was worth it. We saved. I did check it from our initial position, from the planet's initial position from when we first launched, and it was like 1,800 delta V. So it was almost 3 times as much delta V just to get to Kerbin because of where Kerbin was located at the time. It just wasn't worth it. We might not. No, we probably did have the fuel for that, but maybe not. It's always possible that you don't have the fuel. All right, 80K is pretty good. This may even be a crash. I don't know. We'll see once we get into the influence of Kerbin. All right, what do we got? No, South Pole, huh? 137. Beautiful. Okay. So let's turn that on, give ourselves a little maneuver here, and let's get home. Maneuver. Maneuver. Come on, let me click the line. Let me click, please. Let me click. I want to click. There we go. Okay. What in the, this way, huh? Yeah. Okay, turn those on and off. Bingo. Oh, I can't drag it, can I? Oh, shoot. The maneuver's already passed. I have to make a new one. There you go. Okay, is that going to be any good? Yeah, that's pretty good. Is that going to be... That's going to crash, is it? Okay. Let's not crash. There we go. We're looking at 93. Okay, we can get closer than that. Uh-oh, they're both turned on. Oh, shit. Ugh. I can't see when both numbers are turned on. I wish it would put one on top of the other. Like, you know, vertically separate them a bit. There we go. 93. $40 is pretty good. Let's go for 30. That should be fine. Okay. So let's orient. And it's only a 3-second burn. So we'll do it on just 5% thrust. Turn off the thing, the maneuver, and turn this on. Oh yeah, perfect. 5%, so gentle. Be gentle. It's my first burn. Grab me, Kerbin. You're my only hope. Oh, we have a sun periapsis. Isn't that fun? Random sun periapsis. There we go. 30 it is. How you guys doing? Oh, they're so happy. They're like, we're going home. We're going home. You damn, you know what? I'm going to get my solar panels out. I don't even care if these rip off on re-entry. I'm sure they will. But I'm going to turn the lights back on, baby. Yeah, nice. Looking good. Making copies. All right, I'm going to turn retrograde because if we're going to burn at all, it's going to be retrograde. Just to make sure we slow down enough to come in for a landing. Hopefully a splash landing. But I did test this on land and it worked out fine. 8 parachutes plus the drogue was enough to land on land. This can is very fragile. The regular capsule, which holds 1 Kerbin, has impact strength of like 18 meters per second. But this can is only, I think, 8 meters per second. It's very weak. So you got to make sure you're going pretty damn slow. Can't see the stats here? No, can't see the data here. That's okay. All right, let's fast forward in and get landed. So it's going to give us orbit or what? Should. Not in the atmosphere yet? No, we are. You know what? There's no reason to chance it. Let's, oh wow. Although I don't, well, if we can hit the water, I'd like to hit the water. So we might as well burn here. We'll hit the water. We're going so fucking fast. 3.7 kilometers a second. Oh yeah, looks like we will get orbit just from coming through at 30K. Cool. That's a nice bonus. Bonus. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Hopefully we'll land in the water like right here. This one's a little too narrow. I mean, we could probably hit it if we really tried, but it's probably easier to hit this one right here. Big old water surface. Or we could turn and come over here to the giant blue, but nah. We'll go for this. There's our orbit. Haven't touched any of the throttle yet, so nothing to do with me. This is all just aero braking and Kerbin. Actually, looks like we're going to come down right now. I don't think we're going to make that water. All right, well, if that's the case, throttle up. We'll try to land in this water right here. Oh, wow. That's some hot braking there, baby. Hang in there, Lily. We're bringing you home. I remember to turn off the thrusters before I hit spacebar, or else we're going to have some damage. Let's not have damage. Ah, we're going to get the land, aren't we? Shoot. Oh well. C'est la vie. Goodbye. Actually, looks like they might fold up in time. Yeah, look at that. They actually folded up in time. Cool. Turn the lights off. The party's over. Oh, we're going to get the mountain, aren't we? Oh, jeez. No, I think we'll coast past the mountain. We should be okay. No, we might land right on top of the mountain. Well, this will be interesting. Drogue deploy. Slow us down. I don't know what altitude that's supposed to engage. I mean, 25 maybe? Yeah, 25. Okay, so I deployed it way too early. But we are in the mountainous region, so the altitude might actually matter here. Maybe. Oh, they're freaking out. They're like, oh my god, we're going so fast. You can see the scatter already, so we're pretty close to the surface. Going to be in a valley here, but it is going to be rather slanted. I hope we don't tip over. Well, even if we do, hopefully it just won't damage anything. We'll see. Wow, we're actually slowing down quite a bit. And the drogue is out. Huh. Wow, I didn't expect to be able to land on just these things, but I guess with parachutes out, it might be possible. Interesting. Is it worth trying? Nah, screw it. Okay, parachute those off. Those parachutes should go. Please deploy. Did they not deploy? They didn't deploy. I totally told the parachutes to deploy. Oh, they're not doing it manually. Okay, I'll do it. Interesting. So, same thing, same problem that we had with the engines was they won't reactivate through staging. That's not cool. Well, learn something new every day. I'm glad we found that out with the engines and not with the Kerbals, because that would have been a sad way to go. Oh, they're little trees. Oh, cool. On Duna, the scatter was just rocks, but over here there are trees. Lovely. And yeah, there is a bit of a tilt here, but I think we'll be okay. Oh yeah, 4 meters a second. It's all good. Oh, there's some nice peaks over there too. Look at that. Neat. I like. Alright, so we have rescued Dylily. That was a successful rescue mission. Much happy about this. And despite initial fears over running out of fuel, we actually had plenty. And we might have even been able to land here on that. I would not be surprised if we could actually land on that. In fact, I think we could. I should have taken the whole thing back. Oh well. Doomph. Not a problem. Hooray! Oh man, good job. Let's get maybe an EV. Let's get a soil sample maybe. It's dirt and grass. All right. EVA report. There you go. Highlands. Okay. I don't think we need a flag here, but yeah, back in. Excellent. And let's recover the vessel. Fantastic. Wonder how much science we got. 1,375. Not bad. Couldn't quite get as much as Ike simply because we didn't have all the data, because some of it was sent back remotely. But hey, 1,375. I cannot shake a stick at that. That's pretty good. We got some parts back, 21,200. Not a whole lot. That's okay. We still have 6 million credits. And we got Daylily back. That is the best thing. We should have had like a huge reputation bonus for getting our stranded pilot back. He has returned. And now that we have 1,900, I do want to go ahead and get our spike. Oh, we don't have it yet. There's the spike. I do want to get the spike and the rapier so we can start doing some wonderful things with airplanes. Let's get that. Do we need this? No. Nope. Drone stuff. Don't need it. Oh, couplers. That'd be nice. Not couplers. Adapters would be nice. Let's get those. And no, I don't want that. Could get our ion drives. We have to make a choice here. We only have 800 science left. We could get the large rover wheels, which we probably don't need yet. We already have the small rover wheels, which is probably just fine. So I think we'll get 2 of these instead of the 550. Let's get our ion propulsion and some more airplane parts. Yeah, airplane parts. Okay, so we're still missing a little bit of airplane stuff, but we have pretty much all the science done now. And with 6 million credits in pocket and a really good reputation, I'd say we're well on our way. But we haven't really explored very much. We've only been to Minmus, Duna, Ike, the Mun, and Kerbin. That's it. We haven't been to Eve or Gilly yet, but there are missions for them. So we'll probably be doing those next. Let's see. Flag on Duna, flag on the Mun, science from Kerbin, science from Minmus. Rescue someone from Kerbin, explore Gilly, and test some rockets. Nothing amazing. We'll probably do the explore Gilly next, simply because I love going to planets. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching this rescue mission. Daylily has made it back safe and sound. We're all happy about that. He's not considered lost anymore, is he? No, he's completely back. Yay! Anyway, I will see you guys later. Have a good day.